Okay. I streamed a couple of days ago. Built this building, showed you some tips, tricks, stuff like that on the actual building of the building. This isn't so much on how to build the building, because if you want to see that, watch that video. But this is more so like, what do you do once you've built the building? So I've built this little one here, using the exact same technique as that, only if you see with the roof. I haven't shrunk the roof down, I've left the roof at the eave size, so I won't be able to place my gargoyles up there. But I thought, let's see if we can decorate it using some of the tips and tricks. As you can see, first one is underfloor lighting, which I showed on the other one. If I come into here and go, excuse, if I set that, I think apply, that did not work. Oop. Don't ask me why I keep doing that. There we go, that's better. So we've got nighttime. So this one here, as you can see, we've got the lights on the outside, but I showed you that using the pillar technique or the raised floor, you can stick braziers or whatever underneath. If you have, for example, if you're doing it legit, if you've got, for example, wall lamps, any of these wall lights, you could actually hang them on there as well. They're all viable. These ones here seem to be less prone to go through the floor. So as you can see, this one here lights up this floor well, but the bigger one seems to transfer up a little bit better. Same with the ones outside, they transfer through the walls a little bit better. But whatever your style is, you can do that. So what I've done is with this building, I've done nothing except for, I think I left it open, didn't I? No, I did not. If we come around to the back, all I've done is stuck a couple of braziers underneath. So it's, on the outside there's no lighting, on the inside there's no lighting, but there's light. So let's go in. So we've got our lit house. So there's a lighting effect you could use. But you could use fireplaces, or they all work as lighting sources. For some unknown reason, the organisation at Funcom, they don't know how to organise. Because a fireplace is a light source, but yet looking through the lights, there's no fireplace. You literally have to go around to, where is it? There's decorations, or there's furniture. What do you reckon it's in? If it's not in lights, I would say it'd be furniture, you know, because it's a fireplace. But you scroll down, it's like, oh yeah, there it is. But then we've also got in decorations. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom, because I know that's where it is. We've got lights. So, not all the lights are in lights. Some of the lights are in furniture, and some of the lights are in decoration. Because reasons. But yeah, you could use the fireplace. I'm going to use the Numidian one, which is that one right there. And we could just say, oh, that's up against that wall there, it'll be fine. Let's do that, so we're going to line it up. There we go. Okay, so now we have that. So we don't need the lighting underneath if we've got this in here. But a tip with this is don't have a wooden floor underneath it. Get yourself A stone piece. If you don't want to do the cheaper ones, get one of the DLC ones. The arena isn't a bad option. I don't mind the Catan. Because if you've got the Catan, for example, if we replace that piece with it, just that one little change makes all the difference. So you got your fireplace, and then you got your, in brackets, tiled section around the fireplace, just so your wooden floor doesn't catch light. And then if you've bought all the packs, the sandstone extras here comes with a piece, a chimney piece. So you got this one here, for example, which can snap to some more pieces, but it's easier if you get the connectors, and they, I have to go outside to show you, they can sometimes connect to the walls. It's a pain in the ass to place, especially if the fireplace is already there. So it's going to take a lot of twiddling, but just adding stuff like that helps. But if you can't get the fireplace to go in like that, there's also which should be available for everyone, these, and they will place quite easily there. So if you get that and place it, I know it's not exact, but it gives the look of maybe there's something there, like a chimney. And of course it snaps centrally on a wall. When you place the thing there, it snaps into the center. I know it's wooden, and I know it's not an actual chimney, but it gives that look of maybe there's some sort of structure there when there actually isn't. Okay, let's just quickly swap this time back to day. So dawn. Now before we get into placing furniture, there's a trick that, so you can place a thrall as close as you want to a piece of furniture, is place the thrall first. If, for example, if we go to, no, it's in building, I believe. This is another one of those things. Why are certain parts, like those furniture pieces and countertops. Countertops isn't a building piece. That's a furniture piece. But okay, whatever. Just so we want to make a shop. Now, Funcom won't let us use mods, so we can't do an actual shop. But we can always get our bearer thrall and place it at the counter. So just so we've got a thrall, see how it's limiting how close I can place it is to the... I can place it to there. But if I let's try that again. If I grab the thrall first, let's try that again. Place him, then place the countertop. It will let you place the countertop a hell of a lot closer. Like, see it's actually in him right now. I've placed him right up against it, whereas I couldn't before. So if you place your thrall first, you can then place the furniture closer. So if you want to place a thrall behind the counter, place the thrall, then the counter. So let's place the counter in here for now. I'll move it later. Oh, I keep doing that. Okay. Let's remove the fireplace. Let's remove that. Let's replace that back with that. Okay. Now, when it comes to placing thralls next to each other, if we get this thrall here, for example, actually, I'll do what I was going to do before. If I get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got 4 foundation here, or 4 ceiling, whatever, just to show you the spacing you're allowed. He's halfway He's centered on that one there. If you then try and place one right next to him, it's no. It's not until because I'm on single player. Single player you can place them this close on single player. On a server, you cannot place them that close. The closest you can place them together on a server is about that distance. I'm going to show you how to get around that spacing of the thralls. Now there's two ways to do it. There's either the follow me method or the roof method, or ceiling method, whatever you call it. The follow me method is you go up to this thrall, get him to follow you, click out there somewhere, say move to there. I'll show you. Grab it, follow. He's now following. If I go look out there and push square on the PlayStation, it tells him to move there. He will then move there, and his space is now no longer occupied. I can then place the thrall I want next to him. Then I can say to him, stop following. He will now be scouting. Once he's finished his scout, he will come back here. The problem with this method is he will be facing the method he comes in, because he won't turn around. He'll come in and go, okay, I'm at my base. That's it, done. He'll be facing the wrong direction. And I want him facing in this direction. So that's where the ceiling method comes in. Or the raised platform, however you want to call it. I call it the ceiling method, but yeah. So instead of just placing him, what you're going to do is grab some pillars like this. We're going to, thank you, go up 2, then grab a ceiling like that. So we now have a single foundation space, which is around, give or take, 2 meters. It's actually probably closer to 3 meters. But we've got that space in between. So this thrall here on the server can be placed here. Now choose the spacing, but if you're looking at from here, you can see like that is right next to him. We're going to place him right there. So if we come out here, we can see he is now right next to him, but above him. And then you just come over to here and remove that. He will drop down. His new home is where he landed. So now they are right next to each other. Now you can fine adjust and stuff like that, but that is the method for getting around the can't place them right next to each other. As long as you don't have a roof above what you want to do, this method with the pillar and the ceiling pieces is easy to do, repeatable now since you can get your building pieces back, and it's good. But if you have, for example, if it's in here, we have a roof, so it's not the easiest to do. So that's where the following method comes in. That text bullshit is. We have a handful of things you can do. The placing the furniture last is not the same when it comes to, for example, we've got is it the upgraded? Okay, so we want the standard one. So if you want to place this is a usual problem. You want to place this inside. You cannot place it up against the wall. Like you want a least amount of gap. You don't want it you want it there. It won't let you. You have to place it like out here somewhere, like so you can walk behind it basically. Let's have a look so we can find that. There you go. That's the gap you've got to have behind it. To get rid of that, use the same sort of method as you do with the thrall and furniture, but the other way around. So get your building piece for the thing you want to place. So just so you want to place, actually there's our room. and we want to place the Tanner. We're going to place it up against the wall, so we're going to find where the wall is. Actually, that's too narrow, isn't it? Okay, let me just straighten it up. I think the thing's too narrow. Hang on, let's do that. Just to allow. Oops. Okay, let's rotate. Place it as close as you can to the edge. Wait, it's not gonna let me. Easily fixed. Go one extra back. Place it where the... Let's go this so we can see it. So, actually I'll change the floor. Oops, so you can see the differences. If we change, for example... like that. Then we go to our tannery. We can then, let's go first so you can see, get it as close as we want it to that. So we can actually get through the wall if we wanted to. But, I mean, not aligned with the ground. God, this game's so buggy. Okay, it's telling me it's not aligned. Hello? Okay. Okay. That was a pain in the butt. Okay, so I keep clicking the wrong button. There. So we've got this nice and close. So as you can see, there's where the wall will be. Now we can turn around and go, okay, we don't need these ones here anymore. They're gone. And we can now grab our walls. Place our walls in. And we now have it right up against the wall. And that method will work with almost every building piece. Some of the pieces you can actually poke through the wall. The best one is your dismantle bench. If we get our dismantle bench, which is in... there. The main bench part can be placed up against the wall, but that coal piece that's nearest us with all the junk in it, that can actually be poked through the wall. So you can actually have it like that, and it will poke through the wall. So you can have an access point, so for like a trading center, you can turn around to people that will come to my base, this thing that's poking out, you can put stuff in the dismantle bench in its inventory slots, not in its top slots, because that's where you automatically go now because they've broken them, and they can take it out and you can put it in, and they can only access this because the wall's there. But I thought I'd put this video up as like a companion to the building, just to show you how to get the thralls right next to each other, how to get the thralls as close as you can to furniture, how to get the benches up against the wall and stuff like that. So hopefully this one helps. Hopefully it's a good companion with how to build your building. It was only going to be a short one, but I thought I'd put it out there just to give you the tips on like underfloor lighting, how to get shit next to each other and stuff like that. You don't need any DLCs to do it. The DLCs make it nicer, but that's about it. So I'm out of here. I'll catch you all next time. See yous.